The Lima factory's main hull assembly line is manned by a crew of 35 and spans the length of nearly 2 football fields. Each of the 16 stations has a specialized function. Jobs performed include wiring, hydraulics, and weaponry. Every tank spends a full day at each station. At this station, workers give the M1 the 14 road wheels that will support the tracks. And as workers add on parts, the hull gets heavier.
I think they're around 25 ton up at this end. I think by the time they get to the end, they're closer to 36.
2 of the most important installations take place at the end of the line: the engine and the tracks. The crew must delicately lower the rebuilt power pack into the hull's engine cavity.
They'll come in here and they'll slide in your guides and hit that guide up there, and she'll just set right in there. Then we'll hook up the electricity and the cables, everything it needs for it to run. Put it all together and you got 1,500 horsepower.
After some delicate maneuvering, workers secure the engine. But this tank won't go anywhere without tracks.
Each track weighs 5,000 pounds, and both of them together weigh 10,000, which is 4 times the weight of a minivan.
The 15-meter-long tracks were designed for the open battlefield. But commanders today, fighting unconventional wars, are pushing the M1 to new extremes.
What we're finding out now, fighting in the urban terrain, where we have to travel 40 miles an hour on hard paved roads, 140-degree weather, so your track has to be replaced a lot sooner.
These tracks, like most of the components installed at the Lima factory, aren't brand new. They're refurbished.
When you do this, you gotta have a lot of respect for this track, because it doesn't for you. Now the rest of the way, we take it out with the cable.
Once they're laid out, a drag line pulls the hull over the tracks, which slowly catch on the wheel sprockets.
See how it sets in there? As you notice, we got a wood block behind number 3 road wheel. That acts as the brake that keeps the hull from rushing ahead.
The treads are now in place, but their ends remain more than 30 centimeters apart. Workers need to use a machine called a track jack to pull them together.
If it wasn't for this machine, we'd have to put a come-along on her and hand crank it to bring it together. Let's do that track creak. That's the tension on there coming together.